The recording has started. Before the full presentation starts, I want to read the online accessibility statement, which serves as a reminder of resources available to students throughout the SNHU University. Your experience here at Southern New Hampshire University is important to us. It's our policy and practice to create an inclusive and accessible student experience. If there are aspects of your experience that present barriers to accessibility, please notify the Online Accessibility Center, the OAC, as soon as possible. You may reach them at 866-305-9430. You may also email them at oac@snhu.edu or visit the Online Accessibility Center website, which is accessible through your MySNHU portal. I would now like to introduce my colleague that I'm honored to work with today, Sarah Matta. Sarah, the microphone is yours.
Thank you, Gail. I'm honored to be here as well, to not only work alongside you, but to hear Melanie and see what she has today, and all of the students that have joined us from all over the world, which is so exciting. So welcome. Many of you, this is your first time here. So I'm going to take a moment to introduce our speaker in a moment, and then we'll move forward. So I'm honored to introduce Melanie Schopp. She's an adjunct faculty member and part of the learning community facilitator for SNHU 107 and SNHU Connect. Her undergraduate degree is in mass communications, and her graduate degree is in counseling and human relations. Melanie has been in higher education for over 16 years and has a huge passion for student success, and I'm sure you'll hear her passion as she leads us today in this webinar. She has two favorite days in higher education, the first day of classes and graduation day. Love that. She enjoys working with students from the very beginning and to watch them grow and earn their degree. Outside of the classroom, she's a mom to 2 boys and a wife of a motorcycle enthusiast. So she's busy and has a lot of fun. She has a huge passion for education, and some of her hobbies include reading, biking, hitting the beach, time with her family and friends, grabbing a great cup of coffee, and exercise. So please welcome Melanie Schopp to take it away from here.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Can you guys hear me okay? Do I still sound good? Perfect. Okay, well, everybody, hello and welcome. I get the opportunity to come to you guys from typically sunny Pensacola, Florida. And I have some Floridians in the session with me. Welcome everybody from all over the world, all over the U.S. I'm just absolutely so thrilled and so excited that you guys are here today to learn about being your best advocate and leading yourself to success. So thank you so much, Gail and Sarah, for the wonderful introduction and the opportunity to be here today with all of you. But I also like to tell you guys a little bit more about me, because how often do you guys get to know the amazing people that you interact with here at SNHU? So this is the human side of Melanie. These are my wild, crazy children who can relate to that. I love the beaches here in Florida. I'm so lucky to be here. I absolutely love to enjoy them. I'm a coffee drinker. Where's my coffee and tea drinkers? Where are you at? Got to give you a shout, right? We wouldn't make it through the day without it. I'm an educator. Whoa, Sarah, when you said 16 years, I thought, oh gosh, it has been 16 years. I'm a mom. I'm a wife. I saw some Midwestern folks in here. Nobody specifically from Iowa, but I'm an Iowa Hawkeye fan. So when college football is on, y'all, you can catch me watching the Hawkeyes. But I'm also an amenity. And we're going to talk today about what that means to you in your success. Now, did I have any of you guys in SNU 107? Did any of you guys is that better, Gail? Sorry, my mic is a little bit sassy today, so I want to make sure that it sounds a little bit better. Okay, perfect. If you had me in SNU 107, oh, go ahead.
You sound better. You're all set.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So if you had me in SNU 107 or attended any of my workshops, you guys know that I love the opportunity to share with you guys just how impactful you are in your journey of getting your education. So it's time to hear from you. I got to see where you're from, but I want you to tell me in one word, who are you? I know you're students, but are you a caregiver? Perfect, Marcy. Are you a wife, a spouse, an enigma? Ooh, Alyssa, I like that one. A librarian. Ooh, folks, these are good. Tell me who you are. An empath. I love it. A mom. A mess. I'm a mess a lot of days, too. I can totally get there. Resilient. A sister. A writer. Military, folks. These are amazing. I love this. Recovering. I love this. A fiance. Oh, folks, look at the people that you have the opportunity to be in this room with. People from all over the world. People with all different backgrounds. People that are also doing what? The exact same thing that you are in school, right? So we're going to go on a little road trip today. Okay, everybody? Are you with me? Some of us might have been cooped up in our homes a lot lately. Anybody? So we're going to go on a road trip. We are going to talk about the very beginning, the beginning of our journey, right? Why did you start here at SNHU? I want you to tell me. Maybe it was your values, like you just always wanted that college degree. You know, why did you begin this application process? Why are you here? Are you maybe going after that dream career? Are you maybe changing career paths? Are you going to be the first person in your family to earn your degree? Why are you here? Are you here to set an example for others? Maybe change your life financially or physically? Maybe it's just for you. You have put other people through school. You have supported others. And guess what? Now it's your turn, right? So I'm seeing all these incredible responses here in the chat, folks. Like if you get a second, you got to look at these because every single one of you comes for a different reason. But at the end, you're all going after that degree for some reason that's in here in your heart, right, everybody? So as you think about that, who needed a reminder of why you started this journey? Did anybody need that reminder? I know sometimes we start something and we get going and then we're like, whew, something's off, something's not right. We need to know why we started. So I encourage you, homework assignment from Melanie, get a Post-it note, piece of paper, type it on your computer screen, put a reminder of why you started. Stick it somewhere where you're going to see it. So when days are glittery and awesome, you celebrate that beginning. But when days are sticky and muddy and icky and you want to throw your hands up, you also remind yourself, okay? So we know where we started, right? The why we're getting in the car, the why we started this journey. Now let's real talk, okay? Let's check in with ourselves. You know, just like you got to, before you get in the car on that road trip, we got to check gas. We got to make sure we got snacks, right? All the things. Where are you now? Are you stuck? Are you overwhelmed? Maybe you're feeling awesome, like things are going great. Maybe you're a little unmotivated, like you're not really sure what direction to go next. Maybe you need a little bit of guidance. And this isn't just academic, folks. This could be personally, this could be professionally, this could be academic, this could be all the things, right? So we know why we started. We know how we're feeling right now, but guess what? We are going to talk about some things today. And I saw in the chat that the keynote was amazing. And for those of you who didn't get to see her, I didn't either. But it sounds like it was a lot of self-reflection, right? Things to think about. So today we're going to dig a little bit deeper into ourselves. We're going to think about some fresh ideas if we're stuck or overwhelmed. We're going to think about some ways we can get back on track. Who can help us and support our success? Because life is crazy. Life is busy. We all got a million things on our plates, right? And I want you to walk away with a solid reminder of, we got you. You're never alone here at SNHU, folks. You're never alone. And we're going to talk about why, okay? So, do you guys know what it means to be your own best advocate? What does that mean to you? If I said to you, Isaac, I want you to be your own best advocate, what would you think that meant? Tell me what you think that might mean. Yes, we do have amazing support here. Lindsay, be your own cheerleader. Very good. Stand up for yourself. Grace, I like that. Candace, speak up for yourself. Rada, very good. Your own best friend. Find something to motivate you. Using your voice. Ooh, folks, you guys are good. Yes. But some of you might be like, well, I know what it is, but how? How do I push myself? How do I keep standing up for myself? How do I pick myself back up if things have fallen off track? Our wheels have fallen off our bus. We got on the struggle bus somehow. How do I get off of there? Well, number one, you have to believe in you. Does anybody need that reminder right now? You have to remind yourself of all the lessons and all the journeys that you have overcome. We all got baggage, folks. I do, your faculty do, your friends, your family, we all got baggage, right? But you have to be able to set that baggage down and learn from it and remember who drives this car. You. You can do things. I always tell people, sometimes I feel like we have to fake it till we make it, but Gail actually gave me the most amazing words, folks, and I hope these stick with you. Fake it till you become it. Fake it till you become it. Does that hit home with you? You got to really believe in you. And sometimes it's not so easy to put that smile on. Sometimes it's not so easy to keep going and keep trudging. But guess what? Fake it till you become it. And it's going to be right there. Right, everybody? I love that. So let's start there. But then let's break it down. I don't know about you, but I don't like a lot of plans and a lot of details and a lot of things. I need to zone in on things and keep it simple, right? Keep it simple. So what we're going to talk about today, folks, is how we can stay motivated if you're feeling good and things are awesome. Or maybe you just need to re-energize. Like, how can we get unstuck or off the struggle bus or re-motivated? Or if we're overwhelmed, where or who can we turn to get back on track? Does that sound good? So we have 3 things to cover. I guess I got to move my fingers over here. I forget where my camera is. We're going to talk about one thing that you can do today, or one person you can reach out to today. We're going to talk about short-term goals, and we're going to talk about people, okay? People that can support you and help you. And again, folks, this is not just about academic. This could be applicable to personal life. This can apply to your professional life, but also your academic life, okay? Now, let's talk about one thing. I want you to think about when you told me how you were feeling. What is one thing that you could do today that could maybe change the way you're feeling or the direction you're going? Is it maybe you're struggling with time management and you need to go get a planner? Maybe you're struggling with writing that final project. You need to get with the writing center. Maybe you're just struggling because you've had no time to yourself and you need to go take a walk, right? So what is that one thing or that one person who's been avoiding their advisor? Has your advisor been checking in on you, seeing how things are going? Anybody? You're not returning emails, not returning phone calls? Maybe it's time to return that phone call or that email, right? If your career services has been on your radar, what's holding you up? What is one thing? I want you to think about it, and I want you to get it done. One thing, folks. One thing, okay? One thing. Now, maybe you're like, I kind of feel like I got things together. I kind of feel like there's nothing really today, but yet I want to get back in the groove. I want to finish my degree. I want to improve my writing mechanics. I want to get my time management figured out. I want to go after that promotion at work. I want to have a family meeting about how next term is going to go with the support I need from those that live in my house. Anybody have to do that? So let's talk about SMART goals. Do you guys remember what SMART goals mean? Anybody? Pop quiz, right? Let's go all the way back to City 107, all the way back to early business classes, right? SMART goals are goals that you can make that will happen within the next 3 to 6 months. So super short term, they're specific, they're measurable, they're attainable, which means they're realistic, right? Not something crazy, just something simple, something to get it done, relevant to what your life is like now, and ooh, very good job, Vilma, time-based. So, what is one goal you could make for yourself in the next 3 to 6 months to help you feel back on track or help you feel like things are going where they need to go? Think about it. Anybody brave? Want to share? Want to tell me? Make a budget and stick to it. Marcy, yes, that is perfect. The R is relevant, Renee. Oh, sorry, Deborah. Relevant. So it means that it's like applicable to how your life is right now, right? Form a study group. That is an awesome goal. Reach out to the Writing Center. Josh, do it. They got one-on-one appointments. They can review your feedback. They got webinars. They got all the things, right? Email a reference about internships. Yes. Get that head start. Get with the career team, folks. They're amazing, which you guys are tying right into the next thing, people. Do you guys realize how many people are in your corner? Some of you might be like, it's just me. It's me. It's myself. No, no, no. You have people here at SNHU. Do you see this list, folks? I kind of just broke down the basics. I got on the SNHU side, advisors, instructors, the Career Center, the Writing Center, tutoring, library, the help desk. Who calls the help desk? I'm pretty sure they have Melanie Schopp on high alert. She called again. What'd she break? Right? Anybody else like that? We got the learning communities. Folks, have you spent time in SNHU Connect? There's parent groups, military groups, class groups, hobby groups, major groups, like so many ways to connect yourself. It's like this mini LinkedIn just for SNHU people. I love it. And then we have the personal side, right? The personal. Kristen, there's an SNHU parent group. Pretty cool, huh? You can search in there and find all kinds of stuff. Now let's go on the personal side. A lot of you significant others are supportive in this journey. Parents, kids, friends, coworkers, extended family, pets. I can't leave the pets out. They're always happy to see us. When nobody else is happy to see us, the pets are, right? Anybody like that? They're always happy, right? And then you have you. So this is the point I want to make sure that you guys understand, is that you are the key to starting the car. You got your idea, you're prepped and ready to go, you're moving along, but it's you that has to physically start it. It's you that has to physically reach out and connect with that career center, with your significant other if there's things you need to talk about at home, with your boss or your coworkers if it's professional. You are the person that makes all of this work. So I'm seeing the love on the personal side over here, but tell me here at SNHU, what's a department or a person that you have worked with that you are like, more people need to know about this? Because sometimes we're afraid to ask for guidance. Anybody like that? You're afraid to ask for help. You're afraid that you're going to bother somebody. You're afraid that somebody might think a question you have is less than smart, right? Those things happen in our heads. And I want to encourage you guys to kick those little fears right out of your head, okay? Because these departments are part of your tuition, part of what you have going on here at SNHU. And our jobs don't exist without you students. So we want you to be successful. We want you to be here. And sometimes we need to see that another student or another person that's like me has used these people, these resources and amenities, and had a good experience, so then we feel more comfortable, right? I'm seeing amazing shout-outs to advisors and the writing centers, professors, the online accessibility center, peer tutoring. Folks, connect. They're here. They're here for you, and I will tell you in my 16 years of higher education, I love the questions I get. My colleagues love the questions that we get, because you know what? If you have that question, somebody else probably does too. Sometimes maybe we aren't as clear as we could be. So it's nice to know that somebody has a question so we can clarify and get you the answers that you need. But also, nobody needs that anxiety, that question mark in their head, right, folks? You want to have all your energy for the things that you need it for, not worrying about something or not having an answer, double negative, right? Alexis, yes, the only wrong answer is the one that's never asked. So I want you guys to walk away from today remembering that to be your own best advocate and to go after that degree that you have started and the hard work that you have put in and the lessons that you have learned and to get what you want to get, then guess what? You have to go after that success. And I see a couple of questions about helping deal with some of the pandemic, the COVID-19 stuff that is happening. Folks, we have an incredible SNHU online wellness center that if you go into your Brightspace classrooms at the top, there's that online student services link. Click on it because all the amenities pull up, and towards the bottom right is the wellness center. Lots of links, lots of great information, lots of helpful stuff, which is really cool for anything that you might need, even like stress management, help with time management. There's just a lot of really great things that are in there for you and your success. So, did it help to kind of see a list of these? Did it help to kind of see other students have reached out and used these amenities, right? Does it help to know that you're not alone? You're never alone in this. And I know that today you took time for you, okay? You took time to invest in you and your education and put some knowledge in your brain and go away with some nuggets of information. And I hope that as I wrap things up, it kind of sets a little fire in you to remind yourself to believe in you, because it all starts there, okay? It all starts there. Be confident. Be confident in you. Be confident in your abilities. Be confident in the journey you have had to get here. Be confident in the baggage, because it learns lessons. We learn things from it. Sometimes it's okay to put it down, right? Remember what you need. What do you need? Do you need to make a list of one thing to get done or one person to reach out to for your success? What about that short-term goal? That study group you wanted to start, working with the writing center, getting that final project done, exploring Snoop Connect, all those things, right? What is that one thing? And then, hello, all those people, those amenities, the people that are here for you and for your success. Because at the end of the day, you are a priority. And sometimes it takes just a shift in how we think and our actions to really make ourselves our own best advocate. All right? That's all I got, folks. What do we think? I know Gail's going to turn over to question and answer. Hopefully my camera continues to work okay. But I hope you enjoyed.
This was absolutely amazing, Melanie. Thank you. I hope you could see all the great engagement and energy that was happening in the chat. I love your energy. We are going to turn it over to questions, answers, and reflections. We have just about 10 minutes to allow for that. If you were late, please know, as we said before, we will be recording all of these sessions, so don't worry about what you missed. Just pick up wherever you joined, and we'll be happy to take any questions that you have now. Please type them in the chat, questions or reflections.
I saw a quick.
There's one question.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, Sarah.
I can read them for you. That might make it easier. What is the email office? The email for the Office of Online Engagement. That's a question that we have coming through.
Perfect. So actually, if you go into Snoop Connect, I don't have the Office of Online Engagement on me, their email. Gail or Sarah might be able to have that specifically, but you want to go into Snoop Connect. SNHU Connect is this wonderful little land just for students that has all these community groups, and you can search by that parent group. So I will see if I can find some of those links and get you tagged in there too, because it's a really great place for you, Kristen.
Great. Thank you, Melanie. Another question for you. How can I help motivate my other half with his studies too?
Oh, that's a great question. So sometimes others don't see the same potential in themselves that we do. Or sometimes they think that they're doing everything just the way that they should be doing it. So it can be a really great idea to maybe just sit down and share a goal that you might have, and check in with your significant other. What's their goal? Like, maybe they need a reminder of why they started, and maybe they need some support and help on where they're at. Maybe they're stuck and we just don't know. So just connect with them. Take a minute and ask them.
And then Gail did put the email for Connect in the chat. It's connect@snhu.edu, just a little side note there. And next question for you, what advice do you have for a new student?
Oh, gosh, that's my favorite. So new students, my advice to you is make the time for SNHU. Set aside the time for your studies. Pretend like you're in a physical classroom, even if you're not in a physical classroom, and get connected. You know, when you get in those first classes, send your instructor an email and be like, hey, I'm Melanie. This is my first time taking online classes, or first time back in school in a long time, or whatever the situation may be. Reach out to your classmates, get to know them in SNHU Connect. But number one, as always, believe in yourself. But the second advice would be make your SNHU time. Attend webinars that are geared towards your classes or towards things that you need. Communicate with your advisors and just be excited. Enjoy the journey.
Thank you. Some great reflections here, too, that we're seeing, Melanie. One is, I do want to say I'm a better person now that I started college, and I'm so proud of the Mental Health Awareness Club. Another great reflection, it's funny to realize that I'm better off than I initially believed. My advisors and instructors always telling me I'm amazing, but I always feel like it's not enough.
Yep, those are solid feelings, guys. You know, acknowledge those feelings, because it's really easy to get in our own heads and think that we're not able to do something because a lot of things are on our plate, or maybe we got a grade that we're not super excited about and we thought we did better. You know, don't hang up on those things. That's where you reach out and ask for that feedback, reconnect, and go back to your why. Like, why are you here? And remember, we can do hard things. We do so many hard things every single day. And sometimes we don't even think about it. So get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Believe in yourself and just keep going. You got this.
Here's another good one, Melanie. I just graduated with my BA and I'm starting my master's on August 14th. Do I need to ramp up my efforts in the grad degree? My GPA was a 3.973 and I'm panicking.
Hey, I would be celebrating that 3.973. I mean, that's so impressive. And, you know, if you're going into a certain career sector where there's certification and there's testing, just double check the regs for the things that you might need to have. But remember what you're balancing right now besides just school. You know, you, I'm sure, have other things on your plate and other things going on in your life. You're still showing up. You're still pushing yourself. You're still challenging yourself. You know, connect with your advisor. Connect with your faculty. But remember, you're doing great things.
Another one, I'm going to try to read it because I think there's a word missing, but I can't possibly believe I am an undergrad and MBA graduate. SNHU has been something next for me. I'm sorry, whoever that was. Now I'm starting MCPHS for my doctorate in the fall. Wow.
That is so exciting. Like,
I think that was
it's amazing to see how sometimes we are so nervous to take that first step for our associate's degree, for our bachelor's degree, and once we get going and education just falls into place for you in a way that you want it to, it's amazing to see what you're capable of. And the same thing, for some of you, you're getting a degree in something you've always wanted to and something you're always passionate about. And the road's not always super easy. There's curves and speed bumps and all kinds of fun things. But remember why you started and remember what you're capable of and celebrate the things that you're doing that you never thought you could do. And sometimes that's just getting from week 1 to week 8. Anybody else with me on that? Like, sometimes you're like, I made it through the term. Like, let's celebrate. But celebrate the big things and the small things.
Another question for you, Melanie. How do you manage courses that are focused on a completely different perspective or lens that you're comfortable with?
That's common. I have students all the time that tell me they don't want to be in SNU 107, that they know all the things, they're uncomfortable with things, they're not sure of things, or they're like, I think I learned this already. And you know what? I always tell them, give yourself the opportunity to learn something new and maybe from a different perspective. And if you're really stuck or you're not sure how to respond to things or answer things, or it's super unfamiliar, or it's a difficult subject for you, connect with your professor. Let them know. Connect with your advisor. See what kind of options you have to get through the material in a way that works for you. Because sometimes it might be the way that the material is presented. Sometimes it could be the topics that are covered. And if you connect with the people that are teaching you and sharing that with you, they might have different ways to make it work in that way that's best for you. So you never know what you're going to learn, and trust me, there are classes and things that I had to go through that I never want to see again in my lifetime. But I can still code and make that little mouse move through that little coding that I had to do in undergrad. And I'm pretty sure I was passed because he never wanted to see me again.
I think I'm with you on that one. I might have cried a couple of times in those coding classes. Another question for you. What do you think I can do when I'm overwhelmed with work, study, and family?
That's a great question, because often we realize it when we're like at our burnt point. We don't tend to catch that early. So you just need a minute. You need to sit down and take a minute and kind of look at where your time is going. Maybe look at the last couple of days and where your time was going, and there's been no downtime for you or recharge time, even if that's, a 20-minute walk or enjoying your cup of coffee or going to the gym or sleeping in late or Netflix binging, whatever it needs to be. We all have to find the things that allow us to fill ourselves back up. And everybody deserves to have that 5, 10, 15 minutes. I mean, I've had to go like in my pantry before and shut the door because I have 2 little boys that are everywhere and have been home with me since March. And so sometimes you need a minute, right? So find the things that allow you to de-stress or kind of just remember what's happening. And you might even realize you need to sit down with those in your life and kind of check in and see if there's some areas where you might need some help. If home life is busy and they can help make lunches or they can help with laundry or mowing the yard because it's summertime, take some of that stuff off your plate. Find out what's your priority and focus on those.
And speaking of minutes, we have just about a little under 3 minutes left, so I have a couple more. One's a reflection and a question for you. So great reflection here. You can never go wrong with being truthful to yourself in your answers. And I think this goes back to that student that was maybe feeling, or that person that was feeling uncomfortable about subject matter, to the subject matter, especially in discussions where other opinions matter.
Mm-hmm. That's such good advice. I think it's Matt that gave that advice, because you guys, all of you, think about where you're coming from today. Outside of the U.S., all different states. Some of you might be joining from work. Some of you are from home. Some of you have family. Some of you don't. And everybody's thoughts deserve to be heard. And there's always a way you can present it if it's a topic you struggle with. And the SNHU Writing Center is great at helping put thoughts into perspective if it's an area you struggle in. I did want to make sure I said that.
Thank you. And there's a question from Brian here. Can you share some advice for maintaining a positive outlook outside of school? I've been having the issue of getting focused in school for hours, sometimes days, and then when I'm done, I turn around and see craziness on the TV. What do you advise to maintain focus throughout life and not just in school?
You have to find a routine that starts your day and ends your day with things that make you happy. Every day is not going to be perfect. Your routine's not going to fall into place overnight. But for me, if I get up and the first thing I do is turn on the news or look at social media, I'm crabby, y'all. I'm crabby because we see so many things coming at us. So what's something else you could do? Could you read for 5 minutes something that you enjoy? Could you watch something that you enjoy? Could you take a walk around your neighborhood or whatever you might have? A lot of people, too, like to find quotes, like a fun quote of the day or a word of the day. Same thing with your end of the night routine. Maybe talk to that friend or family member that you haven't gotten to talk to in a long time. Share with them kind of how you're feeling. End it on a positive note. But just at the end of the day, remember, not every day is going to be sunshine and glitter. Find the moments in between that make you smile. And if you get stuck, reach out and connect with others because that can make a world of a difference, even in 5 minutes.
Thanks, Melanie. We have time for just one more question, and then if you'd we would love it if you gave us a final reflection overall. So, how do I find the study groups? I'm a psych major as well and wish I could chat more with others, especially when the discussion boards in my class aren't as engaging as I wish. So how do I find those study groups?
Right in when you guys log into SNHU Connect, up in the upper right-hand corner is a search bar. You can search by all kinds of topics, folks, but also there is an online psychology club if you're a psychology major. There's lots of clubs for different majors, so search those. Also go in and look for just different students that might be connected to those tags. You can search by tags, like hashtag psychology, #, that's what it used to be called. But hashtag psychology, look for those different pieces, and you'll find those communities a little bit easier. And if you get stuck, tag one of us or find one of us, and we'll do our best to find it.
Thank you, Melanie. Any final thoughts, reflections that you want to share with us today?
Yes, first and foremost, thank you guys so much for coming today and opening up today about why you started here at SNHU, how you're feeling and where things are going for you and things you want to work on. And I want you to walk away remembering, I got this, okay? Repeat that, put it somewhere. Just like Gail said to me, you got to fake it till you become it. Put yourself in a positive place, even when it may not be so easy. But also, remember you're never alone. You have so many amazing amenities here at SNHU, people and departments that can support your success. But also remember, outside of the university, those that can also be on your success team too, okay? So you got this, and thank you so much for coming and spending time with me today.
Thank you, Melanie. I'm going to turn it back over to Gail now to just wrap us up. Gail, over to you, my friend.
Thank you so much. This has been absolutely amazing. I loved everything you had to share, Melanie, so thank you. Sarah, I so enjoyed working with you. I'm hoping that everyone is able to hear me. It seems a little choppy on this side, so please do let me know. Thank you for presenting to the students and for attending today. We do invite you to our next LEAD conference, which is this evening, August 11th at 8:30 p.m.